Oh my, I'm a derp. That's why you're saying too muted. Double face palm. Hello, Bane. I'm a derp. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, I think this would be pretty interesting. Stanley, you never take this long to load. Why now? Are you frozen? And he crashes. What? Oh, my cursor was over OBS, and I thought it was on screen. Come on, Stanley. There we go. Gosh darn it, did me clicking out really crash the game? I'm not clicking anything. Darn it, I really want to put music on for you guys. Oh yeah, tonight's such dirt. There we go, there we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Until...
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
Nope,
But
can't
as
move.
he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Cool. Can you imagine if the whole game was like this?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-worker. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I like turning off all the computers as I go. Can you imagine if like Pong or something was on one of them? Like as a Easter egg?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We already did broom closet.
This
Let's
was
go
not
here.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay,
And so he detoured
Yeah.
through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
No. I like this one. I don't know. You see, there's a lot of oh, I think I saw that solitaire on the computer. I don't know, there's a lot of different options to go. I wonder if we've got them all. I know we've done like 5, I think. I gotta keep track of them.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
But I heard this door close. Come on! I want to go there. I still... Oh, let me go back and go outside.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
See? I knew it. Come on, game. Don't lag now.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? King. It's
Don't.
clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right.
Why is the
left,
game lagging?
Down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
What? So we couldn't even go out this way. Never realized that before. Game, please.
No, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay, okay.
Let me out then.
We just have to get to oh. Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
The end is never the end. Is never the end. Some Go. I don't have Counter-Strike Go. And I don't know what GO could be. Other than that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. I think it was this computer. No. Yeah, this one. What does that have? Like a document sheet or something. I don't know.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, great. Now I'm gonna remember what I did even less. Okay, I don't want to go through there again. I'm pretty sure we've done all of that. Let's go over here. What? Now, if I remember right, this is just one loop. What? Wait. What?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
File cabinets.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
What? No! Narrator, I wasn't done searching. I guess it's just one big confuzzled loop. Well, Bane, if you don't mean Counter-Strike Go, what do you mean?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. That's right. I don't think that coffee was spilled before. I don't remember.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
What?
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What? Go is an ancient board game which takes simple elements, line and circle, black and white, stone and wood, combines them with simple rules and generates subtitles. I'm assuming you meant subtitles. I have no idea what that is. Sublets? Yeah, probably subtitles. Which have enthralled players for millennia. Message me. That's all I can say. If it's digital.
Now this Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Nah.
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you
What?
remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations!
I can't jump, but
I
yay!
know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay?
Be
I'm
nice.
getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what my
Natty raid!
I have to restart.
My camera's normally over here. I moved it though. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you, Natty. Subladies don't make any sense either. Are you talking about chess? Checkers? Something like that? Hi, Rob.
All right, I've got a solution. To make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the
Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Natty, be nice. What? No. I want to go back to where we were before and see if the rooms are there.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
I didn't do this before.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley,
this
to
direction.
destiny. Though, here's a thought.
Whoa.
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our...
Well, guys, I just dropped like 2 seconds. I dropped 116 frames. I want to wait a little bit. Is everyone's stream okay? I normally don't drop any frames, so this game is about tricking your mind with a crazy, physically impossible building and a crazy lunatic of a narrator. So, but yeah, is the stream okay for you guys? Darn it, I don't have my teacup anymore. Sorry, I know there's a delay on it. I probably should have typed it by now, but I want to make sure that you guys are still okay. Audio. Headphones, there we go. What? I didn't know there was captions. Hello, Martin. Okay. Yeah, let's... There we go.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably never conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
No.
Okay. Now, if my experience
Totally
of your
wrong.
existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
No.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten
Dancing
the mood.
time! Oh, how did I do this last time? Oh, hold up. I like doing this. I can't keep doing it because I actually have to like stand on my chair a little. Oh, I was hoping that would happen again. I love that. As you guys can see, I'm really goofy, and look where the camera ended up. Oh, game 1. Alright, I want to go backwards. Why, thank you, TJ. Oh, come on. Webcam, stop it. I want to go over here. What? Okay. I know, it's awesome! I can't go downwards. And if I go back here... Okay, now it's open. Weird. No problem, Bane. Have fun lurking. It's gonna get a bit weird. Well, a lot weird here. Yeah, it's just taking us in circles. Wait, darn it, I went backwards. I did this last time too. I still can't go that way. Martin. So, how is everybody doing? I can't run on the wall. Sorry, this is not Mirror's Edge. Whee! This game is totally worth getting. Yeah, there's a demo you can play first. But honestly, if you're gonna get it, the demo might ruin it for you. I haven't played the demo because I just got gifted the game when it got really popular, like a few months back. So I honestly recommend just getting it right away. But I wouldn't play the demo, honestly, just because some demos will ruin the game for you, and I don't know how this demo is. This is a crazy game. monthly ledgers, Corbin. Well, gotta follow the line. What? What? It's its own game though? Okay.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, took a picture. Gotta get this just right. Picture, there we go. What?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
What?
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story is...
Yes, we can get to go through here. I know, DJ. After a while, it can get annoying. It's funny when it starts, though.
Oh, no. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we went through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, that was awesome. I was hoping that would happen again. That is hilarious. And darn it, I keep dropping frames. I'm sorry, guys. It might be the new antivirus I installed.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
daring, mysterious.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What? That is not an office. Yeah.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Say
what?
What
do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
What? Okay, so I'm going here. So, none... Here, one... What? Okay. Oh, this is a confusing part, but I love it. See? Okay, Natty, this is a perfect example of the game. How it messes with your mind. See?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
What? Line? Really?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Let's walk backwards!
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
What? I want to go in here. And no, Natty, I can't walk into the ceiling.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Eventually.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
Okay.
Wall.
Okay. I didn't do this the first time. I actually want to see if what's on here actually happens. Okay. Next time, we're supposed to forget about previous restart. Sam attempts to play the story, but is prevented, unable to go anywhere or do anything. The game restarts on its own.
Well, who consulted me?
Okay. Screenshot. There we go. Okay. Find the line again. Begin following the line. Find Daniel replica of the office that has begun to deteriorate. Attempt to make up a story here. Narrator restarts the game. There is no longer an office, simply black space. Wander in the blackness. I find a bookstore, get bored and leave. Narrator restarts the game. The narrator is gone. After a long time, Stanley dies. Okay, this will be interesting. You guys gotta remind me what happens.
Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime,
This game. They gotta come out with a Stanley Parable 2. They've just got to. This game is too awesome. Oh, a Stanley Minecraft Parable. That would be cool. Come on, game. There we go. Yeah, the loading part is actually right where I am right now, so you guys can't see that. Natty, my mind. Ugh. No adventure line.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
He did forget.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, what was I supposed to do here? Darn it, I'll remember. Let's just go over here.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Now, the first time we did this, we saw what happened. There really weren't many options there, I think, so I'm gonna go over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be...
Geronimo!
But the fact is that But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh, I love doing that. Okay, I'll go left, Natty.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. See? Now I want this to open so I can go back the other way. Oh well.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Brain be like, what? You guys will like this though.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay,
there was
now
nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
no idea what FA is, but eh. Hey, I'm having fun with this.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing?
Uh-huh.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Almost, not yet.
But you realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Almost.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was
Typo!
my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Not yet.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Not yet.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. When in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is it, so... Yeah, okay. I thought you guys would like that.
It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
But wait.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Oh yeah, now that's it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Now let's go downstairs. If this was Left 4 Dead, there would be a health kit here.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
This is a true mind trip.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And
Think on
that.
that.
It all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And that's game. Talk about mind trip, guys. Oh. But now, is she even real? Oh, I could go on forever with stuff like this. Okay, I don't know if the stream died or not. But yeah, this game. I'm gonna type it right now, but I want to make sure. Guys, is the stream still live? I don't know. Things are kind of dripping right now. Okay. Yeah, because stuff could have messed up. Thank you. And hello, Slackerja. The narrator did disappear. I remember that. What?
When Stanley came to a set
Oh,
of two
never mind.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That was weird. If we go down the right way, we already went down and did that. So I think...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, we already did that, I think. So let's go over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Up the stairs. We'll do that next time.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
I love this.
But the fact is that the story is about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
We're gonna mess with the narrator.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, I've done both. Let's do this. I like this.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
I love this.
You see? Nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Now, let's go over here. What? Okay, so no matter what we do, we always end up here. No problem, Slacker. Thanks for keeping the stream open. Have a good night. Have a good time zone.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
No, I've done 1 and 6 and 3. So let's do 2. One, he says that's absolutely no help. Did you even play the game? Stuff like that. 5, he says it's basically the reverse of that, but it's still useless. So 2, I'm curious.
Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
That was quick.
Perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
I love this one. Now, I don't know any of those guys. And I know it's worldwide leaderboard, but come on. Must be like the developers or whatnot. I'm pretty sure I've played it more than 7 hours. I don't know, I'll check later. Why not add some friends for help? Friends list empty. No, it is not. Oh. Okay. We went through the, let's go through the right again. See, yeah, it just always takes you back here.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No.
Let me boot it up.
Okay, so it seems like no matter what response we give, it makes no difference.
The baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay, now, I'm not about to keep playing that just for 4 hours, so...
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's
neither.
Well, I don't know what to do.
Nah, just spite him.
Ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done.
Nope,
It's over.
nope, nope.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
You guys will like this.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
You guys are so mean! Kill it! Oh my... Ay, you guys. I honestly don't know what to say. Well, okay, yes I do. I was joking about the same thing when I first started. That doesn't make it any better though.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Or did
Is it
he?
enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll
No.
say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes. It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Diamond!
Everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Totally awesome house. And honestly, this really isn't that far off of Minecraft. This looks exactly the same. Can you imagine Gary's mod in Minecraft in Gary's mod? What I never recognized though is what is that beyond the hill? That may be a mountain, but doesn't really look like it. I don't know. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I want to keep listening to this music though. Oh yeah, it's a hill. They even did the rendering thing right. Oh my. Because if you look right where that mountain is on the right in the distance, they still have that changing like that. That is cool. I didn't recognize that before. I've played this like 3 times now, so you start learning what happens.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Nope. It is gonna get dark though, guys. Cole!
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Yep. Oh, this game is crazy. It had a poppy instead of a rose? I don't remember seeing that. I don't know.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
I put it in the toilet! It actually worked! I've never been able to do that before. Cool. But now I can't get the radio because I can't jump. Oh! I forgot that happened. Huh.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
It's okay, Natty. If you have it, you can buy. I mean, if you have Portal 2, we'll play together.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Now, I don't think he's going to say anything else. Don't it? This is what I get for playing when I'm sick. I'm sorry if this is kind of grossing you guys out. Let me turn on some music for you, but I really do gotta blow my nose. Oh. You don't even have Portal 2? Well, I don't know. Nothing wrong with not playing the game. It is awesome, though. Yeah, I remember when Blood Thunder played the game. Oh my gosh, he played it a lot. But he's actually told me before that he doesn't think he'll play it again. Yeah, I wasn't there when he got it. I wish I would have been, but yeah, he did get the world record. He held it for like a few weeks, I think. Yeah, that'd be cool, I guess, Rob, but even just getting him to play Minecraft a few times doesn't really say much. I don't know. Sorry guys, I just felt like my nose was like Niagara Falls. It still kind of is, but it's better. This game is crazy though. I hope you guys are enjoying it. So, what Windows? Windows 7? I guess you, if that's what you mean. Yeah, let's get back to it. Geronimo. What? Nah, I'm not gonna pick my reactions. This is crazy though, guys. See, this makes me want to go into Portal 1 now and see if that would happen, but you're not able to go through it. This isn't in Portal 1. Trust me, I've tried. Don't want to fall there yet. Darn it, I have to fall through. Filing cabinets, okay. Well, Geronimo. Okay. This is like an early version. Huh. Oh, I do use Windows 8. I do use Windows 8, Rob. It's just I use Windows 8 on my laptop, on my work laptop. I did not see this before. That is interesting. What?
I wonder what he found.
What?
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now.
Where?
I wonder if he's
What?
happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to
What?
this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
And that's an ending, apparently. Okay, I didn't get that one before. Oh, this game. Imagine the narrator's voice actor. I don't get what you mean. What? Oh yeah, it just skips that
Stanley
middle
came
part.
to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
That's cool. It just skips that middle part altogether. I never got this far. I don't know what's gonna happen.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness.
Yay!
Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two.
But I didn't.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Now, you want me to go up the stairs? Okay, I'll show you guys the
And so
actual
he
ending.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, to...
Yet there was not
Oh,
a
yeah.
single
One
person
sec.
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Now, we won't do it again.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah. When you follow all his directions, even if you get lost, then so long as you take something on this path, then you'll get here. You'll see. That won't always happen.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course,
I always
Stanley
mess
couldn't
this up.
possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Random.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Wow, okay, we've dropped a lot of frames. I don't know what's going to happen. Sorry, guys.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, not yet. I've already done that. You guys let me know if you want to see this, but yeah, I've already done that.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
See, we were here before.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Darn it, I want to open that. This is weird. Now, if I remember right, at one time, that bridge across the center isn't there. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
One, two, three.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I'm curious. Yeah, I can't even go back. Okay, I'm just curious. Yeah.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay! Yeah, I do like this game. Obviously, guys, I've played probably 20 hours of it. What? Okay, I have not seen this before.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? Okay. This is new.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. No problem, Eddie. Have a good shower.
Yet there was not a single person here.
We
either.
won't follow. We
Feeling
won't
a
follow
wave
you
of
in.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, guys. Honestly, I think that's pretty much all the endings. So we're gonna go ahead and leave that at that. We're not ending. Not ending. But you know, originally I did say that we were gonna do Don't Starve. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking Don't Starve or Portal 1. Because we saw Portal 1. I think that'd be pretty cool. Because Don't Starve, we can go for a while. Portal 1 will give us probably about another hour and a half at max. Portal 1 Don't Starve. No, that is not one game. You know what, guys? Okay, why is this? This chat thing should not be like this. No, we're done with Stanley Parable for now. I don't know why this chat keeps messing up. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I don't have anyone to play Risk with. I want to schedule an event for that. Rush. I like Rush, but you said Kappa, so you don't want it. Okay guys, you know what I'm gonna do? I need to get some tea. I haven't gotten tea the whole cast, and we're already an hour and a half into it. So guys, I will be right back. I'm just gonna take a half-hour break. Oh, half hour. That would take forever. I'm gonna bring up the timer. I'm on our regular 5-minute food break. Okay, guys. You're just saying random games now. Ay. Okay, guys. Go get something to eat. Go get something to eat and drink. I'm gonna be right back in 5 minutes.